Hey, what is going on, you guys? Welcome to the campsite here. We're at Pocahontas State Park, and I'm going to be doing the unboxing here a little bit different because I don't have a home right now other than this big jalopy. So we're going to do it here at the campsite and hope you guys like it. Let's roll. All right, so here it is, the FMS Toyota Land Cruiser LC80. This is a hard body 1/18 scale RC car. And one of the cool things about it is the hard body that it has, but it also has a really cool scale interior and some lighting and that, and it comes in a really cool case. So there's a lot of specs on the back here that you could look at. Injection molded hard body, functional hood, scale interiors, rhino bumper and roof rack, high traction MT tire with 1-inch internal bead lock wheel. That's cool. Water resistant electronics, high torque, oversized 55 turn motor, 2S LiPo battery, and chassis mounted servo aluminum frame rail. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and slide this off. You get a nice carrying case with this. Some people call it Rock Hobby. We've been going by FMS. They make airplanes as well. And the case here itself says FMS. So we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna peel this open from the side here. Instructions are gonna fall out of here. Let's take a quick look at those. If it's not in use for a long time, unplug the battery. That's a good tip always. Don't leave your batteries unplugged or plugged in when you're not using it. It still continues to drain the battery. Instructions, there's a lot of Chinese ones at the front end. Gotta go to the EN part to get to the English ones. A lot about the radio itself. Motor line, power line, transmitter, battery installation, how to put the batteries in, warnings, how to power it on. Binding it if it's not bound, it should be. Channels, trims, all that kind of stuff. This is the important one right here. The Esc Parameter Setting, based on how you want your running mode to be. So running modes would be this very left channel, and you'll see that on the radio, up or down. Battery type, down, we're gonna want for LiPo, and we're gonna want down for running mode. So we want forward, reverse, brake. Drag brake at 0% is both of the right two down. If you want to do 50%, you can do that. You can toggle these how you want to set those. So that's kind of an interesting thing that we'll take a look at here in just a minute. Radio comes out. We'll talk about that. That is how you set these right here. So if you wanted to set it to NIM battery or change those settings, you would flip these toggles based on that. So we're actually going to set our drag brake. We're going to do it to 50%. So we're going to toggle this right one up 1. So we have 50% drag brake. So 3 is down, 4 is up. And that matches what this looks like. If you want to do that, you can do 100%, 50%, or 75%. So we did 50%, and it was set at 0 and at LiPo and at forward reverse brake, which is a good setting. I want to have a little drag brake. Nice hard body here, and then there's one more package in here that is going to be our charger and our little multi-tool right here. So you can take off the wheels and such. But look at this thing. This is really cool. Lots of molded pieces. The bumper, they call it the rhino bumper, got that like fair lead winch part or whatever that can come out of here. Molded mirrors, snorkel, windshield wipers. There's even a steering wheel in there and a shifter. So they've got an interior in there if you look closely. Very well detailed. Front and back rear seats with leg room even down in there. Pretty cool. On the back you've got a fifth wheel / tire, and these are bead locks, and this is a usable one. Little ladder rack on the bottom and the top rack here with the lights on top, but these were not functional lights. You could add lights if you wanted to. There are openings in the rear here to be able to do that, but this roof rack is super cool. Everything is nice hard plastic. Friction dampers or shocks in here, so they're not like oil filled shocks. They're just friction, and it's using a spring for that. Plastic drive line plastic link on here. It looks like it's definitely a 4-link system. And you've got the plastic axles. The motor is tucked up in here. That's that 55 turn. Got the Fms Servo in here. It is chassis mounted up at the top. You can see the rails here. C-channel rails. These are made out of aluminum. Under molded body. Looks super scale. I like the look of it. Little rock sliders on the side here. So very detailed truck for a 1/18 scale model. So Terra tires on here. Terras. Yeah, you can see the bead lock on the inside there. It is a bead lock rim. You can see the motor right inside of here on this part of the chassis. So to get into some of this, you do have to do some removal if you wanted to work on these, to get at stuff and change it out. Let's go ahead and look under the hood, because this does open up. This is where they store the battery, the ESC. You can see all the different plugs and the channels that it has. There's a ton of channels in here. And I've gone ahead and charged up my battery. The battery is a 7.4 volt, 380 milliamp hour battery, 5C. That's probably the lowest C rating I've ever seen. So it should have really long run time because the discharge rate is pretty low. So we'll see how it does, but it should be pretty cool. Slap this in here. Oh, lights are on. I have it on the on switch. So there's an on-off switch right here. It was already on. I'm going to go ahead and switch that off because we like to turn our radio on first. So let's take a look at that radio. We've already gone ahead and switched over to the 50% drag brake. There's a bind button in the middle, steering reverse, throttle reverse. So if you're pulling the throttle and it's going in reverse, when you pull for forward, you just switch this, or throttle, sorry. And if you want the steering, if it's turning left when you turn right, and it's opposite how you want it, you just switch this to reverse and it'll fix that. Steering trims here, steering dual rate, that's how much steering you have. You can turn that all the way up or down. And then you have the trim here. That's going to set your 0 point, throttle dual rate, and throttle trim. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and put in our AAA batteries. You need 4 of them. Plus up on this side, negative up on this side. So let's start negative up on this back end here. Positive up on this side. Oop, that is not positive up. That bottom one was. There we go. We'll flip it and turn it on. Then we will turn on the car. So as channel 4 switches through lighting, there we go, and so does channel 3. So that'll turn off our headlights. Channel 4 will turn on the side lights as like a hazard. Push in channel 4, they go off. If you look on the back, same thing, hazards. But here's the cool thing, when you turn it left, get left turn signals, front and rear, right turn signals. How cool is that? So that's with the drag brake. We're gonna go ahead and set it back to 0. Still feels like there's some. This is where you really would see it, kind of on a hill. But even at 0, it's hanging up pretty good. So I don't feel like we need any. So we're gonna leave it in these stock settings with them all down like so. And we're gonna go out and give it a run. See how it does. Headlights on.